Welcome to the City Current Show, powered by Hagen-Botham Insurance and Financial Services.
This show focuses on sharing good news and powering the good in our community. Now here's your host, Andrew Bartolotta.
Welcome back to the cityCURRENT Show, where we bring you inspiring stories of individuals and organizations making an impact and empowering the good in our community and around the globe. I'm your host, Andrew Bartolotta, and today we have the privilege of speaking with Tiffani Morrow-Smith, the Executive Director of REACH Memphis. For over 55 years, REACH Memphis has been dedicated to empowering high-potential students across Memphis, helping them prepare for college and careers through mentoring, academic experiences, and comprehensive support. Today, we'll dive into their history, upcoming programs, and the lasting impact that they've made in the lives of Memphis students. Tiffani, thank you so much for coming on the show.
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Okay, let's first start with the founding of REACH Memphis, 1968. How has it evolved over the years?
Yeah, so as you can imagine, 1968 for many people was a very challenging time. We were deep into civil rights, and there was a lot of tension in the city, things continuing to brew with racial relations. And so this type of program was really transformational at the time of its inception. It was founded by a Memphis Shelby County Schools, as we know it now, counselor known by the name of Mrs. Frances Hooks. That name might sound familiar to many, as she was the wife of Benjamin Hooks, and Jed Dreyfus, and he was a Jewish business owner. And so they decided to come together to send some very deserving students to what we now know as a summer experience. They were sent to a prep school, or many people might think of it as a boarding school, for an opportunity of the lifetime. They were able to go get out of Memphis for the first time and experience an environment that was very new to them. They had the ability to study with a diverse set of people, people that look like them from different backgrounds. Geography was different then, so they're coming from all across the globe. And so they realized that this program was something that they needed to continue. It started off with 1 and 2 and 3 students, and then eventually continued on for the many years that REACH Memphis has existed. And we continue to do that very thing today. In fact, we just sent off a group of 28 students on summer experiences. So I marvel at the legacy that was built so many years ago, and the fact that the organization has been able to continue this great transformational work.
Absolutely. And it really is a testament to the work that you are doing to be able to exist for now over half a century. So talk about some of the key components of the REACH Memphis Summer Experience program that happened this year.
Yeah, so I've had the opportunity to read some of the student reflections, and I'm just, smiling at my computer. I can only imagine being able to hear the students in person, but they are asked to submit an essay to talk about their experience. And many of them just gushed at how wonderful of a time it was, how great of an experience it was. And for me, what felt most significant was the fact that they felt so well prepared for the opportunity. So here at REACH Memphis, we bring students in their sophomore year. They have the opportunity to apply, and they're accepted to the program. And we immediately begin preparing them for this summer experience. So we know that for many of those students, this is their first time away from their families, their parents. This is their first time on a plane, much less outside of Memphis. And so this is going to be quite a transition for them. So we have community volunteers that come in and meet with our students and mentor them for nearly 8 months ahead of this journey. We talk about what it's like to be on a college campus. We talk about what it's like to deal with a roommate that you might not necessarily agree with all of the time or has a different lifestyle than you. We talk about what it's like to be immersed in a culturally diverse environment, something that many of our students are not accustomed to. And we talk about the challenges of independence and managing your time and staying on top of your studies. And so many of our students indicated that they felt so well prepared. So this mentoring, we spent a lot of time talking about the things, even down to the travel logistics, right? If I've never been on a plane before, navigating the airport can be a very, very scary thing. And so our mentors really do a great job in preparing them. We also want to make sure that they're prepared for the academic rigor. And so we have students that are performing very well academically. Most of our students are at a 3.5 GPA or above. And so they're doing very well, but it still can be quite intimidating coming into a space where you've got the top students from across the globe in a class with you. And so we make sure that they are confident and feeling equipped when it comes to their studies. They're going from anywhere from 2 weeks to 5 weeks. So this isn't just a little weekend trip, right? This is an intensive experience for our students, one that we hope helps to build their confidence, helps to reassure their career interest, or gives them the opportunity to say, you know what, I thought I wanted to do that and I actually hate it. And I'm so glad I learned that now before I majored in it and spent 3 years studying something that I have no interest in. And so it's just a really, really great opportunity for them to get a taste of independence and college life, a bit of exposure, a new experience that really gets them excited and enthused about their future.
I love that there are so many life skills that Reach Memphis is being able to provide them and expose them to that really, like you said, they may be excelling in academics, but you can be, book smart, but still not ever been on an airplane. And so navigating that is, very complex. And so there's so many different logistics and life skills that you're able to help with to help propel them even further. How does Reach Memphis collaborate with other organizations to avoid maybe some duplicate services or stay relevant in our community?
Yeah, so of course, many folks know that there are a lot of nonprofits in Memphis, many of which are doing amazing work. I've had the privilege of being exposed to so many nonprofits in my time in Memphis. And one of the things that's really important to me is collaboration, right? While we have a great need, we want to make sure that they're not duplication of resources and services. And so we try to partner with organizations that believe in our work, that believe in our mission, and have people who want to be hands-on. So we've got great partners in organizations like the Junior League of Memphis. They lend us volunteers that come out on a regular basis to work with our students, to mentor our students, to impart the knowledge that they have of the Memphis community and their experiences in preparing our students, particularly for summer experiences. We partner with organizations like Smith and Nephew. They've been a longstanding partner in our college and career readiness scholar groups. And so they come in and talk to students about engineering, about healthcare, about the work that they're doing as professionals, as individuals, but also on a corporate level. And so there have been many doors that have opened for our students as a result of that. In the past, we've partnered with organizations, community organizations like NSBE, which is the National Society of Black Engineers. We've had a business scholar group. We partner with the Memphis Bar Association. We have a law scholars group. And so our mission is really to bring the community to our students. We know that for many of our students, transportation is a problem, exposure is a problem. And so we are a central hub for students to be exposed to and professionals in our community that are doing amazing things and really want to give back to those students that may have once been them. And so we want more of that. Frankly, we are seeking new partnerships and new opportunities. We're really excited to be launching a few new scholar groups. Our creative scholars group, we believe in the arts and creativity. We've got scholar groups that are focusing on entrepreneurship. We believe that business ownership is a great path to success. And so we want to stay relevant and up to date with what's happening happening in our community and across the world, but we need other people to be able to do that best. While, we may be experts in areas like, youth development or nonprofit management, we're not experts in every field, and we don't want to be. We want to make sure that we're bringing in folks who really care about the future of this city. And so we're so grateful for those partnerships.
That is a fantastic answer. And I love that you are all about collective impact, because it really does make a difference when you collaborate with some of our incredible organizations around our city and the globe. There are some issues when it comes to travel for students, and there are some unique challenges in our community that face students. How is Reach Memphis addressing those challenges? And maybe name a few or
Yeah, so, one of the things that I love about this organization is the relationship and the connection that we bridge, not just with our students, but our families. We're really a family-oriented organization, and that allows us to more intimately understand the challenges that our students are facing. While, many of the issues in Memphis have been issues in Memphis for a long time, the times are changing. Many of our students were deep in COVID, right? They were virtual learners. And so that transformed their perspective of education and their path forward. It changed how they felt like they should interact with people, right? Having to be behind a screen as opposed to in front of people. It made our students more isolated and feeling as if staying at home or being in a place of comfort is the best decision for them. And so we are seeing a lot of mental health issues, frankly, with the students that we're working with. This generation is a lot more vocal about the things that they're dealing with. And they amaze me at how brave and honest they are about their challenges and how they are navigating that. And that level of vulnerability helps us to be able to respond to that, to work with organizations in the community that can help to mitigate some of these challenges or help solve the problems or bring students resources that they frankly may not know exist. Many of our students have challenges getting around town, right? We know our friends at Matt are working hard on some solutions there, but it's no secret that transportation is a challenge for our students. And so, with the support of generous donors, we're able to do things like provide transportation for our students if they need to get to a workshop or a mentoring session. We don't want that to be a barrier because we do have students coming from all across the Memphis metro. We're located in East Memphis, pretty centrally located, but for many of those students that have working parents or perhaps limited transportation or no private vehicle, we don't want that to be a barrier for them. And many of them, frankly, navigating college life is different. I laughed. I still consider myself a rather young woman, right? I'm kind of in the middle now. But one of our students was just talking about the fact that although her mother had gone to college, right? She's not a first generation college student. The process was so different, and I really felt dated. I won't say offended, right? But she was talking about, they had to do their applications on paper. And I'm like, wow, I had to do applications on paper. It's very different when you're doing everything electronically. There's the Common App, there are different scholarships. And so you're having to navigate that technology as well. And so making sure, one, that they have access to technology, because that's something, frankly, many of us take for granted, having a laptop that we can easily open up and is functional, or, understanding the systems and the applications that you need to put together a great essay and be able to send it without losing your work. Some of those simple things we try to make sure that we fill in the gap for. So if it's a student needing to borrow a laptop, we want to be able to do that for them. Or if it's assistance walking them through the FAFSA process, right, which was very, very challenging this year, we are there for them. And so I love that our team is so responsive and able to meet those needs of any student, and they don't feel uncomfortable coming to us with a problem. That's something that I take very seriously, and a reputation that we certainly want to continue for many years to come.
Well, I love that they have a place to come to, mentors that they can lean on. And you have, like you said, you've Tennessee Promise. This is the first generation of students. Their parents did not have Tennessee Promise, so you're always navigating something completely different, the use and expansion of technology. And so, like I said, to be able to lean on and learn from the folks at Reach Memphis, that is such a unique opportunity for them to continue to thrive in their work and their passion. This is a huge undertaking. How can the community support you financially, rolling up their sleeves and volunteering? Talk about some of the ways that we can support Reach Memphis.
Yes, we would certainly welcome support in all capacities. Of course, it's no secret nonprofits run off of the generous support of the community. And so while we have great longstanding supporters and businesses that have invested in us, I won't be shy about saying that, since COVID, a lot of things have changed for a lot of different organizations, foundations. And so right now, we're really hoping to get a lot more support from individuals, right? And I know, I've been on both sides of philanthropy and fundraising, and oftentimes it seems like so much, right? But we have committed supporters who send 25, 50, $100 a month, and that goes a long way. And while we certainly want our partners that are able to give so much more, or businesses to be able to adopt our students or sponsor a scholar group, we really believe in the power of the individuals coming together as a collective. And so, anyone who is interested in investing in our students, because I wholeheartedly believe it's truly an investment in the future of our city, our state, and our country, they can do so at reachmemphis.org. We also believe in the power of volunteerism. I'm a huge proponent of volunteerism, especially mentoring. And so we've got some dedicated mentors that have been working with us for many years, but we also have a need for additional volunteers. We're launching a new program to help our students better prepare for the ACT. And so that is a new initiative that we're going to need to bring in some more folks in. Those interested in mentoring can do so in a group setting. They're able to do so one-on-one. One of the programs that I really think is very impactful is our one-on-one mentoring program that works with our seniors. They spend time helping them prepare for that transition into college and then stay with them in that freshman year. I don't know about you, but that freshman year was a huge eye opener, right? I entered into a whole nother world in another space. And so there were some things that I was navigating that frankly, I don't want to call mom for. And so I love that our students have a caring, trusting, responsible adult that they can call on to give them some advice, give them some perspective, to support them and help them out. We also have a great need for facilitators. We have, as I referenced previously, our scholar groups that are focused on different career paths. And so we believe having community members come in provides a great exposure opportunity for our students and really can inspire their future. And so if anyone wants to become a guest facilitator, they're certainly welcome to do that and contact us again at reachmemphis.org. But there are many, many ways that you can, support us. One of my favorite is sponsoring a student for their summer experience. We have students that are selected every year to embark on this amazing journey, one that's pretty costly. Reach Memphis covers the majority of the cost for students and families. For many of our programs, tuition can be in upwards of $10,000, where we pay for round trip travel, ground transportation, their books, their just fees for on-campus services. Those things add up. And so we have a unique opportunity to sponsor an individual. And so you get to have individual impact, right? You get to know exactly where your funds are being invested and be able to follow that student and their journey. We frankly have amazing alumni. We've got 2,700 plus alums of Reach Memphis, some of which are still here in the community, many of which are all across. And so you have the opportunity to stay involved and stay engaged with us and watch their journeys. We've seen alums go off to do amazing things. We've got elected officials, we've got attorneys, we've got business leaders, we've got worldwide musicians. We've got so many amazing people that have been touched by this Reach Memphis program, and you have the opportunity to be involved in that. And so I hope people are willing to take advantage of that opportunity.
Absolutely. What a great program to be a part of. I can't imagine some of my friends, myself, even family, if we would have been a part of this organization, where we would be
I
today.
know.
It is generational. You are generationally changing families through this organization. What a fun space to be a part of, and a blessing as well. What puts a smile on your face when you look at the work that you're doing every day with your team?
Oh my goodness. I mean, it is certainly not lost upon me how fortunate I am to be able to do this work and to invest in lives. I was just having a meeting earlier and I was talking about how impressive our students are, just listening to them, hearing their experiences, the things that they're interested in, the things that they plan on doing in the future. They're talking about career fields that I still know nothing about, right? It's so amazing to me. And I think the same very often, like, man, if I had a program like this, I think I've turned out okay, right? I think my mom is pretty proud of what I've been able to accomplish, but I can only imagine if I had this type of investment at that age, who I would be. But I would have to say the thing that really makes my heart the warmest is when I talk to parents. I've had many parents come to me as I've, recently joined the organization. I'm coming up on my year anniversary, and they've just talked about the profound impact that this has had on their children specifically. And I think no one knows as well as a mother or a father, but the parents, and they're like, "Man, you really changed my child's life. If it wasn't for Reach Memphis and the level of support that you provided, the college counseling you gave, the scholarships that you introduced them to, first of all, they would not have gone to college, much less graduated college, or would not be, having the great career that they're having today." Many of them don't just talk about the college acceptance, but like the character building, the skills that they gain, the knowledge that they obtain, the exposure, the connections, the social capital, the relationships. And so that one really does it for me. When I have a mom that, is almost in tears talking about how impactful the program has been to their family, that really warms my heart. And I'm just so, so very grateful to have the opportunity to be pushing this type of work forward. It really does mean a lot to me, and something that I want to ensure continues for 55 more plus years, right? We want that longevity because it really, really is making a difference.
It sure is. I mean, that is work that, like I said, it is generationally changing lives. I can't imagine another nonprofit. There are so many nonprofits in the Memphis area, but one like Reach Memphis, that is the secret to building out of poverty, is investing in these children, and you are doing it every single day. Where can people go to learn more about Reach Memphis, invest in the youth of our city and community, and make an impact?
Yes. So feel free to check out our website, reachmemphis.org. Again, that's reachmemphis.org. We also are active on Facebook, Instagram, and we're building a LinkedIn following as well at Reach Memphis. So please check us out. And not just that, like and share, right? If you hear something good, you need to share it. If you see something good, you need to share it. Too often we're talking about the negative things that happen in Memphis. We're very, very quick to share the sad news stories, the tragedies, but how often are we celebrating the young people that are doing amazing things, right? That are the light in a lot of darkness, that are not a part of the problem, but a part of the solution. And so I encourage you to tell someone about the great work that is happening in Reach Memphis. Refer someone to us. We, again, accept students in the sophomore year. And so we want to be able to provide services to as many students as we possibly can. But again, we need that community support. So check out our work, like, share, donate, whatever your heart leads you to do. We will be grateful for that support.
Well, Tiffani Morrow-Smith, you are a change maker in our community, and I'm so blessed to see you with REACH Memphis doing amazing work, you and your team, uplifting and empowering the next generation of leaders of our community. Thank you for powering the good and coming on our show.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.